Turkey will start sending aid to the Gaza Strip on Friday. The move comes after the reconciliation deal between Turkey and Israel signed earlier this week. The first ship is loaded with 10,000 tons of aid for the residents. It's due to leave the southern Turkish port of Mersin for the Israeli port of Ashdod. Well, Ediz Tiyansan is in Mersin. For us now, we can speak to him live. Ediz, good morning to you. So just tell us, how large is this ship and what will be the cargo?
Well, here we are, Kamali, at the Mersin International Port, standing in front of the cargo ship named Lady Layla, which will be carrying the humanitarian aid off to the Gaza Strip via Israel. And here you can see, if you look over there, how large it is. It is actually 123 meters long, and it will be one of the largest one-time humanitarian aid shipments off the Gaza. And you can see the trucks there that are still waiting to be unloaded. The cranes have been working long hours for more than 24 hours trying to load all the humanitarian aid onto the ship. And we're talking here about mostly basic food items. It amounts to some 11 tons of flour, sugar, rice, and cooking oil, as well as more than 120 items of clothing, as well as 10,000 toys for Gazan children. And the timing is of essence here because it will take off around 3:30 p.m. local time. That's 12:30 GMT. Later this afternoon, it's expected to take more than 24 hours for the ship to get to the Ashdod port in Israel first, and from there it will be directly transferred off to the Gaza Strip, and it's expected to reach there sometime by Tuesday next week, which is the beginning of the Eid al-Fitr holiday, marking the end of Ramadan. It is a holiday of generosity and charity, so it is quite symbolic that all this humanitarian aid reaches Gaza during that Muslim religious holiday.
And Eddie, just explain to us the significance of this ship going to Gaza and the relationship change that's taking place between Turkey and Israel.
Well, let's start with Israel. It is quite symbolic that it was also a ship back in 2010 that caused a diplomatic crisis. Remember, when Mavi Marmara was a similar humanitarian aid ship, tried to carry large amounts of humanitarian aid off to Gaza, it was intercepted by the Israeli soldiers, and 9 Turkish citizens were killed on that ship. Now, after a diplomatic standoff that took 6 years, after extensive talks, both sides finally agreed on a reconciliation deal. And Turkey insists that sending humanitarian aid ship unhindered by Israel is a part of this deal. So this is a symbolic step. It's a move that marks the beginning of reconciliation with bilateral relations rather with Israel. And also, if you look at Gaza, Gaza is still under a partial blockade. Basic items do enter the strip, but as I said, it's all under the control of the Israeli state, and therefore for Turkey it is a priority to continue sending basic items and humanitarian aid to Gaza. So it is also quite a satisfaction for the Turkish public to be able to contribute to the development of the Gazan economy and the social life there.
Okay, well, Ediz, for now, Mersin, thank you.